This is the Fitzy and Wippa with Kate Ritchie podcast.
You're not going to believe it. As Tommy said, the doctor ordered a few more laughs. So Hamish Blake is in the studio.
Oh boy. Just here with a big bag of laughs for you guys.
Oh my God, how many are you handing out today?
I might do two, but there we go. One to go.
Do you always travel with a bag full of laughs?
Yes, that's...
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Hey.
Well, I'll see you later. I've hit my quota.
That's it.
Hey,
Quota's done.
Congratulations on Lego Masters.
Oh, thanks, mate.
I watched it last night.
You don't have to say that so surprised.
No.
Sorry it wasn't something starring Kevin Costner.
No, it wasn't. No, but
The only thing you'll watch on TV.
we did this
He watched it after Dancing with Wolves.
Yeah.
We did this great thing earlier, which was called Beat the Brick. And so
Yeah.
you had to say stop to win the cash before the brick exploded. So
Before the brick exploded?
Yeah, for Lego Masters.
Oh, right. Sorry. I thought it was like, you guys know about Beat the Bomb, yeah? Like, what's with the brick?
It's for Lego Masters.
No,
So,
thanks so much.
so Damien this morning won $350 because the brick didn't explode and he got in. Could have won $800.
So I'm still a bit confused because the bricks don't explode. They are singular pieces.
No, but
Do you
the-
mean beat the build
No,
exploding?
no. Just beat the brick and the brick explodes. It's a radio game.
Oh my God. Yeah, no, I know what Beat the Bomb is,
Yeah.
which is a radio game, but this stinks. This absolutely stinks of a 9:15 brainstorm on the way out the door
Not
to
at
go,
all.
"Do we have to do a Lego competition tomorrow?"
People want to win
Yeah.
cash.
What about Beat the Bomb? Lego wouldn't want the association. Call it Beat the Brick. Brum, off in the rangy.
Are you suggesting that we're regurgitating an old radio competition?
No way.
Okay.
But I tell you what, we Ando and I back in the day on radio, just speaking of Beat the Bomb, I appreciate you trying to make this about Lego, but
Yeah, I love Lego.
we once stitched our mate Hogs up. For Beat the Bomb, we were on a radio station in Melbourne.
That's
and
right.
they were doing Beat the Bomb, and we rang our mate and said, hey, we know what the amount is for Beat the Bomb, and we can put you on the list. And we can, they'll call you and you know the amount. And straight away, Hogs just went, I'll halve it with you.
Awesome.
What did the amount go up to? What did it go up to?
Mate, because it was like, it's always billed as like a $50,000 amount, but most of them go off around $800 to $1,200. But legally once they have to get up there. So we said, mate, it's $38,500. Right? So then we got the guy that actually did Beat the Bomb.
Yes.
The iRod to call him. To call him. He's like, we've got Michael there. He's like, yep. Like, all right, here we go. We're going to play Beat the Bomb. So we made up the bomb, like, tick, 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 500, 1,200. And then he's like, oh, it's a big one. He's like, yep, keep going.
$20,000.
And he's like, oh my God, it's a huge one. They got to 38,000. And it's just, as soon as it said the amount, you just heard Hogs like, stop. Panic. And then at the end, it was like, all right, mate, congratulations. We're off the air. We're playing a song now, but we just get a bit of legal stuff for you. Blah, 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 blah. You don't know anyone that works at Fox FM, do you? It's like, no. And this is all just legal stuff. You didn't have any prior knowledge of the bomb amount, did you? Sorry, just a requirement. No. And then when we came on and said, ha ha ha, we're just having a bit of a laugh, he'd already
spent it in his mind.
He
He'd
absolutely
already
bought
spent
a
it.
jet ski for everyone.
Yeah, he was on the water as we speak. That is brilliant.
Good for anyway. Beat the Brick, I'm sure, providing
Yes.
just as much excitement.
Yep, back again tomorrow, which is great news.
What did you think of the show last night, Whip?
I loved it. I loved the one with the
Here we go.
ping pong ball.
That was the whole thing, yeah.
Yeah, so the way they were able to make the ping pong ball.
It was a ball contraption. It had to go through everyone's
team. And then it ended in the mouth of a koi. I think it was a fish.
It was.
Oh my gosh, this is.
Have you heard about the
Right up
obsession?
your alley, Whip.
Yeah, I was going to say, Ham, have you heard about this obsession with koi fish that the Whipfleys have at their house at the moment?
Oh yeah, I've seen the pond. We've had to count them. There's a couple of big boys in there.
There's a couple of thumpers, aren't there? Yeah.
Absolute whoppers in the pond. Yeah.
Is it teeming with fish?
I wouldn't say teeming. I would say it's murky and they're noticeable. There's some. I would say not miserable koi, but dejected. I suppose dejected.
I went to a koi farm on the
They
weekend.
look dejected.
In Terry Hills. And I said to the lady, can I ask the question, and I know this is going to sound silly, how can you tell if your fish are happy?
Yes.
Yeah.
Great
And she
question.
said-
Deep question.
Yeah, really deep. We were bonding, and she said, if they're moving, And they're
Oh,
eating.
so she puts the bar at living is happiness.
If they're
They're
moving and they're
experiencing the
eating.
miracle of life.
Yeah, on the weekend, how's this? We got a gonshaki saki, which is a very unique fish, a butterfly.
Yep.
And after 8:30, we're going to play Beat the Gonshaki on Jaki.
And
How is this not AM radio?
we got
Can we just check the dial?
a shower gonshiki. Although,
Can we turn off his mic?
can I just say, I had such a beautiful invitation on Friday night, Chrissie Swan. My wife was away for the weekend. Mr. Blake was out of town. I
Yeah.
get a phone call from Zoe Foster Blake saying, would you like to come round for dinner?
Mate, I was listening to the show this morning. You knew how you guys were talking about, like, what if Lisa had the real estate agent come over and, you know,
Yeah.
cook the ragu at your house? Well, I had a mysterious European gentleman in my house on Friday night bringing over pizzas and wine.
Yes.
Did he slash your curtains as well?
He didn't.
No.
Whip came over and demolished a bottle of red and...
Did you mind me sending photos, sort of selfies dancing around with the kids? I was like the new dad in the house.
Yeah.
Swanee, I was
I
like
thought
the man.
wearing my undies was a lot.
Can we actually allude to the fact that both Hamish and Lisa are away, away on the same weekend together?
That is weird, isn't it?
So fun. No, we just both happened to be at the same yoga retreat, and we didn't know no one else had come.
Because you got the
We thought it was for the whole class, and then so it was just us at Crown. It was weird.
Our daughter, Francesca, she was actually conceived on holiday when we were away together, and Jess is convinced that Francesca looks like Hamish.
She does have gorgeous blue eyes.
Actually, she does.
Maybe you are the dad.
Didn't we joke about this before on air one time, and the Daily Mail picked it up? Did
they?
I can't remember. It was years ago.
Francesca's real father revealed.
I've just seen a slight red flags going off in my head that we've had a laugh like this before. That's
backfired.
That has backfired.
Okay, Hamish, stick around. We need to talk about Beat the Brick again, because Chrissie Swan has done some Googling about you, which is interesting.
Chrissie.
Some surprising results too, Swanee, which I don't think anybody knows. You'll hear
we're
that
going to
next.
see if we're going to see if we can get a this is truth or this is fact out of Hamish Blake. We're going to do a round of lies Google has told me.
It would never.
Lies Google has told me.
Hamish Blake, I've been Googling you and I have some questions. You just got to say, yes, this happened, or no, it didn't.
Oh, my God.
Are you
I
up
understand,
for it?
Your Honour. Yes. This is great. This is like a Senate hearing
Isn't
in the
it?
States. I feel like we should have one of those thin mics in front of you, and I lean in with dry mouth and just go, I have no recollection.
Swanee, Swanee, am I in a position that if you ask the question and Hamish is to give you the answer, if I know that it's a lie, am I in a position to say, liar?
No.
Now, Counsel, if I need you, I'll ask for your help. But at
Okay,
the
well, I'm
moment,
being
I
paid.
will represent myself.
It's actually very, very serious. It's going to be repackaged on the podcast as Beat the Blake, and there's going to be
I love that.
for it. All right. Hamish Blake, are you or are you not a member of the band Cool Boys and the Frontman?
I am, Your Honour. I'm the drummer.
Okay.
For more information.
You
feel like-
you are known for performing only one song.
Correct.
And that song is Who Let the Dogs Out by the Baha Men.
False. We've
Liar.
never played that.
What is the song?
We change the song every year. We only play one song, and we rotate our front person every gig. We have played Long Way to the Top was our first tour. We took that song on tour, and then our final tour was the We Are the Champions tour, and we played We Are the Champions by Queen.
That's amazing.
Which is, some may say, an arrogant thing to only play one song, and it's We Are the Champions.
Encore.
Okay, here it is again.
You received life-changing advice from Richard Branson.
Medium.
Sorry, we need a yes or no. We don't accept
Ah,
mediums.
yes.
What
He
was
said
it?
that he would trade all his wealth to be young again.
Well, that was my story. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he says it to everyone,
No,
I
he
think.
doesn't.
We said it to
We
Jack.
got that from me.
Well, yeah, that's good advice. I wouldn't say, yeah, that's good advice.
Did it change your life?
Everything changes your life, I suppose.
We're not going to get a lot from this guy.
I mean, even coming in here has changed my life.
it?
Otherwise, I would have been outside in the fog, and who knows what would have happened.
You once ate an entire block of butter.
I mean, it's possible, but I do not recall.
What
No,
was
I
the
don't
story?
recall.
What was the story, Chrissie?
I think you'd remember if you tried to eat an entire block of butter. Look, I think in
Guilty.
general, what was the story is just radio hijinks.
No, I don't remember
We
eating
can
a block of
explain
butter.
everything.
I think, I've smeared my body in butter on a couple of different occasions.
Maybe that's what it was.
But not a full block got in my mouth, no. False.
You took out the title of Mr. New York State 2011 heavyweight champion.
Wow.
Bodybuilding, yes, correct.
When did that start?
The day before. Luckily, no one else was in the heavyweight division that
It was a really,
competition.
really foggy morning. I was the only one that turned up.
And last but not least, you have been quoted as saying, "This corking is deeply concerning. It is emotionally brittle."
Wow, that's deep.
That doesn't sound like me.
Deep
I don't-
corking.
What was that in
You
relation
don't think
to?
of Max Gorn, do you?
It was a bathroom inspection
Oh, shivers.
that you decided you would be an official tile inspector.
Wow.
The corking.
Because your dad was a plumber.
Nah, that's not me. I'm more of a grout man.
You're a
I wouldn't-
grout man?
Yeah, I wouldn't,
Groucho.
I wouldn't have looked at
Crowd guy!
Did you ever go to work with Dad in the school holidays?
Tons, mate. Yeah, I had to dig practice holes.
Was there a chance of Hamish Blake being a plumber at some stage?
Mate, I said so. My dad, Noel Blake, was the I'm not trying to name drop here, but he was the owner of Blake Irrigation.
Wow.
And which was a
I had no idea you were
one
part of a
man.
dynasty.
Yeah, one man, one ute operation. And I remember digging holes with Dad when I was about 16. And I was just looking at Dad had one of the utes with the magnetic sign on the side. So it wasn't even painted on Blake Irrigation. Someone had made the sign as a big magnet and it was just stuck onto the side of the ute.
Awesome.
And I was looking at Blake Irrigation, the signage, and I went, Dad, do you want me to take over the family business? Is that the plan?
Why is it not Noel Blake? Yeah.
And he dropped the shovel and he put both hands on my shoulders and he said that would be my worst nightmare. I expect a lot better from you. All right.
He still is though, isn't he?
I might start trying at school.
Oh,
Okay,
my
thanks,
God.
Dad.
My old man had Fitzy's Electrical, and he used to advertise in the local Messenger, and his big tagline was huge discounts for the elderly. And we always used to wonder why, but that the reason why he targeted them is because they never complained. And Dad actually once, I remember Dad got a phone call once, and a ceiling fan that he installed had come down on an elderly person.
This was the only old person to complain.
It required personal injury.
Oh, my God. Fitzy's Electrical. Hey, thanks for coming in,
there'd
Cutie.
still be Blake Irrigation systems out there that are running smooth. No complaints from us. Not on the Blake side of the fence. A story for another time, but did Mick Malloy's sprinkler system.
Oh, did he really? Wow.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
celebrity installations.
Yeah. Did
James.
some of the stuff down the peninsula. Again, I don't want to name drop, but as a
That was a
15-year-old, I personally trenched a bit of that around the back of Mick's
That
house.
is fascinating.
That was a hydronic setup in his attic, wasn't it?
Hydroponic, I think you mean.
I was going to say, Lego Masters Australia, Grand Masters of the Galaxy continues tonight.
You can say it naturally.
At 7:30 p.m.
Yep, you don't have
on
to read
Channel
it.
9 and 9 now.
We'll go one more from
reading.
the top, and we'll just try and say it conversationally.
Fitzy and Wippa with Kate Ritchie is a Nova podcast. For more great shows like this, download the Nova Player via the App Store or Google Play.
The Nova Player.